bathroom, clean up, and have lunch. So.
Good.
All right. It's gonna be warm in here.
Really?
You're 65 degrees year round.
Wow. I thought it was 50.
Be very careful where you step. It's very slippery.
Take my coat off.
Watch your heads because it is very low. It gets as low as 4 feet in some places, so you will have to stoop over to get through some of these places. Take as many pictures as you like. Make sure you use the flash. And you cannot touch the formations because the oil's on your hands. It will stop the growth of them and turn them black. There will be one formation you can touch later on, called the touching post. The little critters we have in the cave are
the big ones.
bats, cave crickets, salamanders, millipede worms, spiders, occasionally rat snakes, rats,
Millipede
field mice,
worms,
and
are they
frogs.
the ones with the bazillion legs?
Yeah, they're really, really tiny. About, it's smaller than a quarter.
Oh, really?
Well, my name's Amanda, by the way. So if y'all
I'm
have
sorry.
any questions.
Missed it.
That's the Tower of Pisa.
Yeah, the lumpy, bumpy ones, sir. I guess they would get that way from water being dropped on top of them.
We were watching the video, so I was trying to figure out what the different formations were.
Okay.
Is that the Pisa one? Tower of Pisa one?
There yet.
No.
There's
So
much further back.
later on. Alright.
What it is the rainwater and the minerals forms a formation. It takes every 100 years a cubic inch for them to grow. The small ones are soda straws. That's what forms first. And then it becomes a stalactite from the deposits clogging the tip for the water to flow on the outside. That's what helps it grow longer and thicker to become a stalactite.
Yeah.
When the water drips down to the bottom, that helps build that formation to grow upward, which is called a stalagmite. And they say the stalactites hold tight to the ceiling, and the stalagmites might make you stumble over them because they're bottom. Tell
Yeah.
the difference.
I haven't
Well-
heard the second half.
When I was a kid in school, and Kristen was talking about political correctness a while earlier because she teaches preschool, but when I was a kid in school, they used to say that if it was like ants in the pants. If the mites went up, the tights went down. But I don't think they'd say that anymore.
I don't think so.
No.
I had an old guy tell me something similar to that, and I'm glad the whole group didn't hear that. I was like, I was so embarrassed. I'd be like, I would have had to have said something, you know what I'm saying? Like, okay, let's go to the next room, that kind of thing. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. I want to show y'all a fossil real quick. Let me get this, because warm shallow ocean covered the state of Florida, compacting the seashells, marine life, of course, to the bottom. And right here is a sea urchin.
Oh, hi little buddy. Oh, I hear drip drips.
Yep, if you get dripped on, you got a kiss from the cave. Means
Actually,
good
it
luck.
sounds like my bad plumbing at home, but that's okay.
All right. I'm going to be ahead of the group because I want to make sure that we don't step on any salamanders or cave crickets. Which, of course, you know, if I see one, I want to definitely show them to you. These lights, by the way, are emergency backup lights. They come on if the power goes out. So that's why we carry flashlights. Just in case they don't come on. It's happened before, believe me.
Belt and suspenders.
Okay, and then the cave itself gets as low as 50 feet underground. So this is why it's flooded, because it's at the lowest point. The front and the back flood at the same time, basically. Only thing is a little bit deeper than the back. That's why there's still water in it. We can actually get through the whole cave today. Sunday we were only giving partial tours because the water was a little bit higher. And
I'm
it
sorry,
was half
can you say
over.
that again? It goes, I missed the beginning of it. You said it could help something about 50 feet?
Underground, 50 feet. That's how low we are, underground.
We're 50 feet underground right now.
Mhm.
And so that's why we're hitting the water table?
Well, you got all that rain coming in, and if
Yeah.
it can't go down to the aquifer because it's filling up from the river flooding, then it's gonna push it into the torque. So that's why, and that's why you get those crawfish, because it's coming from the river and the aquifer. So that means the plain white, you know, crawfish are the albino ones from the aquifer, because there's no light down there. But from the river, they have the colored ones. So that's why you can get both of them being pushed into the torque like that.
Luckily, there's an alternative route.
they can't go back down through those little spots that they got pushed through, then we grab them and take them back to the river.
Did you take a red one and a white one? Did it make pink ones?
I don't know. Alright, this is gonna be low and narrow, so watch your head.
Yeah, that's my problem, the narrow part. Oh, and a little tiny bit wet.
Just wanna do a tiny little left right here.
Okay. And the left here.
Right here. And we go back to the top of it.
I'll be darned. I love crawfish. I don't see him yet. Where is he?
Right there in the center of the light.
There he is, right on the
Oh,
bottom.
he's tiny. I'm used to seeing him about 6 times that size.
Oh,
We got just the little bitty fellers. Mm-hmm.
That's our little lake, huh? I'd love to have that in my backyard.
that's one of many. Billy was telling me, the other park ranger that we passed,
Anything? No.
it's just a little stick. People bring stuff in like you wouldn't believe.
Yeah.
Leaves and twigs and
Yep, wherever you go, you
acorns
leave a
and
trail.
beech nuts and Billy was telling me he was,
Texture on the floor, was that added to keep people from killing themselves, or is that natural?
It's basically because of the CCC carving the floor out while we're standing.
Okay. So it's
There's a
it's
little
shovel
bit of-
marks in effect.
These are little wedges right
It
here,
looks like
which is
rain
where the
coral.
original flooring would be. So they had to carve from that level down, and it's just from so much foot traffic also. Since 1942, that's when it was open to the public, over 60 years ago. So, okay, this is the wedding room. You have the wedding cake right there. You have the large area behind it that looks like a church pipe organ.
Uh-huh.
Even though this is called the wedding room, people actually come down here to get married.
Hmm.
Couples stand on a small platform to get married. Priest or preacher stand here to perform the marriage. And then we only bring as many as 25 people to a group.
Right.
So it's all what they're allowed to bring. So it's a small private wedding, which is $150 to reserve the cake for a wedding. And I'll show you back here, up in the ceiling. Right there is the chambered nautilus
Oh, yeah.
fossil.
Oh my, yes. Hi.
The chamber nautilus fossil?
Yeah, do you see it? It looks
Yes.
like a snail.
It's like a shell, similar to what a hermit
The
crab would live
nautilus starts out like a little tiny animal, and each time it grows, it makes itself a new chamber, so it goes out like a spiral.
Oh, where is it?
in. Right there in the center of the light where it's bright.
Yes, now I got it. Alright.
And then the minerals makes the beautiful colors. So the white on the wedding cake, that type of mineral is called calcite.
Mm-hmm.
The orangish red or brown is the iron. The blackish gray is manganese. Think of mangoes, manganese, to remember that. And then you got this, which is calcium, which makes it real sparkly like glitter.
And then
These
there's,
formations are called draperies.
yeah, I was just gonna say, they're not like the other stalactites.
The wall's at an angle, so when the water comes out, there's little driblets of water streaming down the side of the wall.
Yeah, and
So
I
when
can
the
see
water
them
flows
dripping off
very
the tips.
fast, that's when the water flows, that's when the edges get smooth from it flowing fast. When it goes very slow, then it causes little ridges like teeth on this one.
Oh, that looks like this. That's so cool. Looks like a necklace or something.
Let me see the seashell.